Riker's Iron presents.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Riker's Iron's Minicrate Adventures, Volume 2, featuring the Plaid Piper of Ord. So the second Minicrate from Privateer Press features the Plaid Piper of Ord. It's an alternate sculpt model, female version model of Rupert Carvolo's Piper of Ord. The model itself, concept art-wise, feels a little lackluster. Following that model, after the Swamp Siren, feels a little bit like a safe bet. The model concept art also feels like it could have been one of the bonus models for VIPs later on in the first 6 months of the mini crates. We haven't seen the model yet, so that might be prematurely a premature commentary on it. But it doesn't have that same excitement. I also haven't seen anybody posting up them painting it on the internet, which usually by now there's, like when the Swamp Siren came out, there was a huge, like, look at what I got, I've been painting it, it looks really, really great. So maybe that'll change in the coming weeks, but right now I'm not too excited about this mini crate. I'm still excited to have it. I'm still excited to dive in and start painting it because it'll be a new challenge for us. But in terms of anticipation, there really was no anticipation for this. But I am looking forward to seeing what the sculpt is, and also the level of detail, because the Rupert Carvolo is pretty detailed for an older model. But I'm hoping that if I start playing Signar soon, I'll be able to replace him with this miniature. So let's jump in. We'll start on the unboxing, and I'll let you make your own decisions on this. But I'll be, doing our usual commentary. We're looking at the packaging, the contents, and the actual miniature quality itself. So let's go on an adventure, folks. So let's jump in and review the packaging. So the packaging is actually the same box that we received last time. I actually thought, for some reason in my head, that the mini crates would all have different designs based on the contents of the box. Because I saw this, I thought it was going to be different. I saw this, I thought that the contents on the box were going to be a little bit different. That's not really a downside or a downfall. It just was a little bit unexpected, and it makes sense. You create a shipping box, you don't want to have to remake the shipping boxes and remanufacture them every time. The box itself, just like last time, still has the same quality of texture. It's very solid, it's very hard. You will be able to use it as storage for paints or miniatures or bits or tools, or storage for finished things, or maybe reshipping it to somebody else. Who knows? The continuing disappointment, I'm not going to show because my address is on here. Let me turn this. So just like last time, they have the shipping label on here. I didn't try to remove it this time. I'm going to be using it to just paint over and put something on the bottom so I can stack these and store these without the sticky bits kind of sticking to the previous boxes or other things inside my storage area. So yeah, storage pretty nice. As before, it's good. That's pretty much the pretty standard rating. It'll probably be continuing to be that until something improves, especially with these little sticky things often rip off. I managed to get mine off last time, and it didn't ruin the box. So good packaging. Thank you, Privateer Press, for this. It makes me happy that we can know that our stuff's secure, our stuff's being shipped properly, and nothing's going to become squished or broken or damaged along the way. So now that we've looked at the packaging, let's jump into the contents. Let's make sure all the contents are there. What am I expecting from the contents? I'm actually not really too sure, because last time we got a few surprises in there, like a discount coupon, and we got some collector's cards. What I am expecting in here is the Plaid Piper. I'm expecting there's like a little whelp that comes with the Plaid Piper, kind of like she's playing her bagpipes, and all the whelps are following her out of town. I'm expecting the collector card for that mini, and anything after that is just icing on the cake. Just awesome bonuses and treasure and swag for us. So let's cut this open, see what's inside. I'm going to try to remove this right now, just to see if I can. It's ripping a little bit. Should be good. There we go. Okay. These things are really tough. Oh, cool. May contain resin. This wasn't there before. Wear safety equipment. Apply hobbying techniques when sanding res. Oh wow, this mini is all metal this time. I was not expecting that. Just gonna make sure there's nothing sensitive in there, because last time I had shown my coupon on screen. So we have exactly what was expected. We have the mini itself, and we have the collector card. So contents are all there. Nothing surprising, but that's not a bad thing. So contents are perfect. So we have everything that we expected. I think we got the Piper, we got all that. Yes. So contents itself, perfect. So let's dive in and review the actual contents and the minis itself. So the content, we have our collector card for the Plaid Piper of Ord. These things are really great. They feel really solid. They're printed almost on the they're pretty much printed on the Mark II style of cardstock. So they're really thick. They're resistant to bending without, you know, actually taking it and folding it really hard. Really nice. This is probably one of my favorite things about the Minicrate, is getting these little cards. I used to be a big card collector, so these things make me very happy, and I get my fix without having to invest in a giant set that comes out every 3 months. Very cool. Very nice. So let's look at the mini itself. Ooh, a lot of bits just flew everywhere. Let's get the box out of here. We don't need this. So I'll do what I usually do. We'll put all the bits down here. So here is the contents of the mini crate for the miniature itself. We have the Plaid Piper, we have the whelp, and her bagpipes with her arm attached to it. Let's dive in and look at each of these pieces individually and see if there's any mold problems, detailing issues, and anything else that might deter folks from picking up the mini crates in the future. So here is the bagpipes with the Piper arm on it. Looking at it really briefly or quickly, there's no bad mold lines on it, which I was not expecting, because usually with these pipes and stuff, there's usually a horrible mold line that runs all the way around the side, making it really hard to repair and get ready for painting. But as you can see here, it's pretty good. All the detail is clear. There's no squished stuff. You can see the arm pretty nicely. The fingers are all nicely detailed. The bottom one's a little lacking, which kind of sucks, but especially because that's going to be out in front of the model when you go to paint it. Even has all the little buttons and the little creases in her uniform. It's really nice. Very good. Let's look at the little troll whelp here holding the sword. I love these little guys. I wish they would sell a bunch of these separately, like just the little itty bitty small ones. Not the I guess this would actually be a pig, not a whelp. They have too many troll blood terms and weird little things like that. I think this is a whelp because he's not deformed. He doesn't have a deformed part. So the little whelp dude, he is pretty detailed. His face, I mean, his muscles and all his little body parts are really nice. It's pretty good. His face is okay. I mean, it's nothing special. There's not a lot of detail on it, but these guys are pretty deformed and weird looking anyways. The sword itself, I'm happy it's not bent or broken or anything. It does have a really bad mold problem along the edge and along the tip, but that stuff's easily removed, and that's expected when you're getting this small of a miniature inside of your packaging. I'm kind of excited mostly to paint this guy, more so than the Plaid Piper. Very, very nice. So nothing really bad here. Everything's easily repairable or fixable, and pretty standard for that. So the miniature itself, here's the Plaid Piper of Ord. Let's take a quick spin, and we'll see what kind of detail she has. It's actually really detailed. From the concept art, I was expecting a little bit less, to be perfectly honest. Her chainmail skirt underneath has all the little divots and creases in there, which normally, whenever you get this stuff from Privateer Press, it's really stuck together and very like some of it will be consistent, but some of it won't be. So this is really nice. It's got all the little belt buckles, all the little things. There's no mold lines or creases or anything to deal with, which is surprising, but very, very, very pleasing. I love the boots and the socks. Those are going to be fun to paint. I'm a little bit more excited now to paint this model than I had previously been, so that's a pleasant surprise. I was worried about the detail, which is what my big kind of deterrent was, besides being kind of a little bit of a generic Minicrate model. Her face has a lot of detail, which is nice. Very, very nice. I'm very pleased with that. It's hard to bring character to these types of models when they don't have a face to actually work with. Everything's very clear. There's nothing squished. Does this actually fit together pretty well? Oh, let's see. See if this fits together. Oh yeah, look at that. That does fit together quite nicely. Look at that. That's going to be great. I'm actually looking forward to painting this. So I'm actually really excited to paint this, especially with the with all of this kind of fitted together now. Like I said, the detail is great on this. You can see everything, even the creases in her shirt, her face, all of the face detail. Everything is separate. Nothing is merged together. They even did a better job down here than the Elish model before, and other stuff like that. So there's no awkward gap. Sometimes they have like a space underneath that isn't filled properly, and it just looks really weird. So this, I'm glad that they did this. They put a nice crease around the legs and the skirt, so you can clearly separate those two. So what do I think of the models themselves? Very, very nice. I would put them on a great scale. Not perfect because they're a little generic. They're not as special as I was expecting. But they are a great model. They're very detailed. They're very detailed. They're very clean. There's not a lot of repair work to do, so that's definitely a bonus. So, as I said, great. Not perfect, but great. So, what do I think of Privateer Press's second mini crate featuring the Plaid Piper of Ord? Overall, it's a great miniature. It's a great mini crate. Simple content, not very exciting content, but a simple and fun miniature. I would like to see in the future something a little bit more creative, something a little bit more aggressive, kind of like the Swamp Siren. The Swamp Siren to me was the benchmark, and this fell a little bit short. Not because the miniature sucked or any sort of problems with the miniature. It's mostly just has to do with the creative background of it, the creativity of the miniature. So this mini felt like it should have been one of the Gen Con exclusive minis, not so much a Minicrate miniature. It also feels like it could have been a VIP bonus, because some of the mini crates come with a second mini as a VIP bonus. So that's what this model feels like. It's not a bad model in any way. Like I said, it's clean. There's no bad mold lines. All the detail is there. It's just not very exciting. It's just not very inspirational. It doesn't make me want to sign up for the mini crate. It doesn't make me want to jump in and start painting it right away like the Swamp Siren did. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here on Riker's Iron for our second mini crate adventure. We will be back again next month for the third volume of our mini crate adventure, featuring the Geist of Christmas Past.